Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Hawaii's offense has the ball first today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for room, it's Sims. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Davis will throw. A strike downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Barfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Air Force Falcons offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Here comes the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons want to move quickly.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up?
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Davis looking to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The running back has it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Trying play action. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Love the play call on offense there. Third down, you're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man? Is it the quarterback? Or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback to pick up a nice gain and get the first down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's second and 12.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The option look. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Reads it, fires complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The RPO, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Hard running there. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Kick is in the air. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Run it with the fullback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Falcons are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
To give to the big fullback.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. How How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Davis will throw. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Sends it back in motion.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the fullback. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Falcons will punt this one away. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Rides the back on the option to give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, and they can't move the chains. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Davis looking to pass. Quick completion on the out.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Finds his man. It's Barfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Might be looking to run. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Davis will throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors!
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the fullback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Heaves it deep. Snatches it on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27.
That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Falcons in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back and leaves it. Crosses the 45. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Oh, he's got some space. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when they break those big, long runs.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking for space. It's Barfield. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Snags it over the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Davis looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run the option. Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Falcons will hustle to the line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man.
Turning it on. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The pitch. Creates a little space. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Find some fresh air. And they'll knock him down. And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. On the option, he'll do it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown Air Force! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisiana delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Lafayette. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defense. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Harris.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Falcons moving quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Give to the running back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll leave it with him. Past the sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here comes the option. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Latham. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Tempo in overdrive. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Big fullback's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Going to the run, it's Latham. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jukes his way for more. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. He'll ride his man on the option. They go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trying to barge their way in. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to slam in. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that stings for this offense. You've got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back. Under 2 minutes, everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the option. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Davis will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.